Hi, I'm Gareth from Make Your Own Adventure. On this video, I'm going to look at the kit that I use when I go out paddling. This is the kit that I've been using for the last couple of years. I do change my kit on a regular enough basis, and what I'm actually looking at is the kit that I use at this time of the year, basically on whitewater and on open water. The stuff that I would carry in the summertime will be different. This is not a recommended kit list. This is just the kit that I use, and I want to share that with other people just so that they can give their knowledge and maybe give their input into what other options they have and why they use them. When I'm packing my dry bags, I go on the basis of the double bagging, where I will try to keep everything in bags within the bags. So I find that this helps me to keep things organised, and I know what I can look for, and it also ensures that should the outer bag fail, there is an element of protection on the items that are within the bag. I split my kit into 3 sections, and this is how I feel that I keep myself better organised. I have my personal bag, I have my group bag or emergency bag, and I have my buoyancy it. So if I lay everything out that I keep in my personal bag, I'll be able to go through everything for you. This is my bag that I just keep the likes of hat, mittens, things like that, just for this time of the year. If I've stopped for lunch and I want to keep something or get something on my head, on my hands, get myself heated up, this is where I keep them into this bag. In this bag, I call this my bits of bag. I keep my spare valve for topping up my airbags. I always find that you can never have too much duct tape, and I keep a small roll of duct tape in this bag. I also will have more duct tape in another bag. This is a length of rope. There's approximately 9 meters worth of rope here. It's a 6mm rope, and I can use it for a variety of jobs throughout the day, whether it be for rafting up or for a makeshift painter line or whatever. I can use it for a load of things. And this is just a really handy bit of kit that I can use. It's a bungee with a ball on it, and I've just been able to use that for a variety of different things. This is my bag. I've got my toilet roll and wet wipes and hand sanitizer. So this is something that I feel that is just with me everywhere I go for obvious reasons. In this bag I keep my sunglasses case, and I also keep spare batteries for my GoPro and my other cameras. Okay, so I have my sunglasses in here. Unfortunately I need prescription sunglasses, so I just have these and I'm able to get access to them whenever I need them. My next bag would be my snack bag. More hand sanitizer in the snack bag for obvious reasons. Whenever I go to eat, I've got my hand sanitizer, and just snacks that I can quickly and easily replenish myself. I also keep a rubbish bag because I feel that you're always at the river, and we very much operate on the leave no trace policy. I do carry a lunchbox. The reason I carry a lunchbox is I like having my sandwiches not smashed up and into pieces whenever I'm actually getting round to eating my lunch. At this time of the year, I use one of these little flask holders for my soup. It's great, just keeps everything warm. Really cool to have whenever you're on the water. I have my hot water flask where I would have like hot chocolate or Ribena with me, and then I would have just my drinking bottle. So this is something that I obviously use all the time. My group bag or my emergency bag is a bag that I'll take, and generally whenever I have it in my canoe, it's something I don't really need quick access to. So if something happens, a scenario develops, I'll have plenty of time to get to the bag and get things set out. So that's how I've packed accordingly. With my personal bag, I'll have that in front of me within easy reach, and I'm able to pick things out of it as I need on my journey and go from that. If I have a look in my group kit, I'll have my first aid kit, which is a group first aid kit. I'll also have a bivvy shelter, and I'll have my canoe repair kit, and I have access to a saw. Again, some more duct tape, just wrapped around there for easy access and quick use. I also have in this bag, I carry my pin kit. So I have a selection of carabiners, I have a selection of pulleys, I've also got a load of webbing and different things like that. Whenever I'm working with groups, I genuinely always carry a bag full of clothes, spare clothes, hats, gloves, different things like that I can hand out to my groups just as and when they need them, because it's amazing how often they forget to bring stuff with them. So I keep all my group kit in this bag, and then I have all my kit, my personal kits in this bag. So another thing that we use whenever we're actually on the river and have on us all the time is our buoyancy aid. In my buoyancy aid, I do carry kit that in the event of me getting separated from my boat or taking a swim or anything else, I will have some kit on me. In this, I'll have my personal first aid kit. I think this is pretty important that I carry something that I'm able to look after myself with. I have another one of these top-up valves for my airbags, simply because I'm forever losing them. I also have like a snack bar that I carry. In it, I also have my whistle, for obvious reasons. I also have a knife that I use. Rule of thumb is if you're working with rope, you should be carrying a knife. And finally, I have some tape, a screw gate carabiner, and a Sharpie pen. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the kit that I use. I use it for this time of year, which is January time. I'm using for cold water paddling. As I say, I will adapt this kit as the year goes on. And I think that's what's important for people to remember. Every trip could be slightly different, so you may want to carry different things for different trips, and that's quite important. I think reviewing and looking at your own kit on a regular basis is a very good and worthwhile exercise. If you sort of go into some of your kit and maybe find that it does need maintenance, whether it be your saw, whether it be your knife, they've maybe rusted over, you don't want these things to let you down in an emergency. So it's always good, rather than just have them packed at the bottom of the bag knowing that they're there, but rather knowing that they're there and you're able to use them. So that's pretty important as well. Throw this back to you guys if there's anything that you feel that is completely missing from my kit, or if you have any questions as to why I do carry these things, please feel free to ask.